Hello everyone, today's April 2nd, 2013. Thanks for joining me today on the Moneybag 73 channel. Well, one more nail in the coffin of the US dollar reserve status. Just the other day, Australia and China reached an agreement for bilateral trade using the Australian dollar and the yuan, bypassing the world's reserve currency. Now, those of you who've been following this blog and this channel for the past 3 years are aware that I have been documenting this. I'm going to link my most popular video on this subject below in the more info section. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's got almost 60,000 views, lots of positive comments, where I mapped out the road to destruction of the US dollar and, you know, kind of how we got to where we're at and all the agreements that China's been making. I think they've made over 30 agreements of trade not using the world reserves currency. And Australia is ranked 12th in the world, their economy, and China already has agreements with the third largest economy, Japan, to trade in yuan and yen, between the second and third largest economies in the world, bypassing the US dollar. They made agreements with Brazil just recently for $30 billion in trade. 50% of the trade between China and Brazil is now accounted for in their own currencies, bypassing the US dollar. They've made agreements with the 9th largest economy, India, and Russia, the 10th largest economy in the world. So we continue to have the reserve currency of the world being pushed out of its place. Now, who knows exactly what's going to come when the dollar does lose it? I mean, we're going to have extreme inflation in this country, but I mean, what's going to replace it? I don't know exactly. Maybe some basket of currencies with gold in there. Who knows? I've heard all different things tossed around. Hell, the yuan could be the new world reserve currency. They're hoarding so much gold over there. I've been reporting on all the gold that they've been importing into their country. That might be the plan. So anyway, one more nail in the US coffin. And one side note that I wanted to mention. Oh, before that, I also want to mention, not only is China making agreements with all these different countries, but some of the countries are making agreements among themselves, like India and Japan have an agreement, you know, to use their own currencies, the rupee and the yen, so they're trading amongst themselves in their own currencies. And the side note was that today, the yuan traded the highest it ever has since 1994, when the China foreign exchange trade system was put into place. So, what's that? 19 years that's been. It's traded at its highest against the US dollar today. Just an indication of where we're heading with that. So, you know, we just continue to lose our reserve status, and unfortunately, many people don't even have any idea that it's even under threat, because it doesn't have anything to do with Major League Baseball, NFL football, 2.5 Men, Housewives of Beverly Hills, or whatever the hell that's called. You know, it's not involved in any Kardashian updates on the smartphone. You get the point. Oh yeah, my favorite, Dancing with the Stars and American Idol. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with that stuff, so, you know, most people won't hear about it until they're wondering what the hell is going on. And those of us who have been following this type of information, who care about things that are actually important, don't just sit there with a beer and say, entertain me, television. And, you know, they got 600,000 channels nowadays for plenty of entertainment for the sheeple. But anyway, those of us who pay attention to important things, we're preparing for the dollar to lose world reserve status in the best way that I know, which is accumulating real money for thousands of years, which is gold and silver. And I saw silver down near 27 today. Really, in my opinion, on sale, because I know where it's heading ultimately.